The protesters chanted anti-crime slogans and carried banners and white crosses that represented everyone that had been murdered in South Africa. The organizers of the protest say that red t-shirt symbolizes the innocent blood that has been spilled.
We chose red as red symbolizes blood, enough blood spilt in our country, South Africa, and red also means stop.
Police say there were over 400 people at the protest. Several South Africans held photos of victims. Many of them told us that they were afraid to go home.
If I had to go home, I don't want to be looking at the back of my shoulders all the time, or my children having to look at the back of their shoulders, or we have to worry when we go to bed at night if somebody's going to come into our house and do something bad, or if we're going to take in the kids to school and somebody hijacks us. It doesn't happen in England or other countries in the world, but mainly in South Africa, which is car hijackings.
Well, it's so unfortunate that so many white South Africans have died in the last many years. My family is directly affected by this. I come from a farming community, and it's ridiculous that you have to live in fear.
It's getting the word out, but like the stuff that's going on back home, the crime, the corruption, it's just not good enough.
The UK country manager for the South African Marketing Council said that the government has introduced a security plan aimed at reducing crime on an annual basis.
The government has put in a security plan to combat crime, which is intended to reduce the levels of crime by around 5 to 7% each year, which is a modest target, but would be which made a huge impact over 5 to 10 years.
He adds that crime in South Africa is not targeted at a particular group or race.
Much more a socio-economic phenomenon than it was in the past, where wealth and the haves and have-nots was much more rigidly along racial lines. It is now increasingly along socio-economic lines. So there is no particular evidence to suggest that white people are being targeted for crime because they're white people.
The Jack Hindon Scouts report in the UK shows statistics for more than 3,000 farmers murdered in more than 10,000 attacks since 2004.